I'm Dave and welcome to part 4 in Rhythm Guitar for Absolute Beginners. Today, minor chords. The first two lessons we looked at G, C and D, which are major chords, and they're considered to be the bright chords. Today we look at more melancholic chords, often associated with slow songs, with ballads. We're going to look at two simple chords, ones that require only a small change from what we already know. So we're going to start with the A minor chord. But before we do that, we're going to put on the C chord. So if we remember the C chord, third finger, third fret of the A string, second finger, second fret of the D string, and the first finger on the first fret of the B string, and we get something like this. To form the A minor chord from the C chord, all we need to do, and if you look at the diagram, we need to lift up our third finger, like so, and tuck it in behind the second finger, but on the G string at the second fret. Okay, and we should get this sound. It's a nice sound, that. And so if I go from C to A minor, listen to the change. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, as I said, it's a very small change, and you can see from my left hand, from C to A minor, there's not a lot happening. It's just that little change from that third finger to the second finger. And if you're a big rock and roll fan or a big doo-wop fan like I am, you should recognize that chord progression from C to A minor. It's a really classic progression. Very, very common in rock and roll songs. Okay, let's move on to the next minor chord, and this one here is called E minor. All right, and E minor, well, let's go back and look at A minor first and see how we can go from A minor to E minor, and I'll show you how easy this chord E minor is. So we've got A minor, okay, like so. Okay, like that. So from C to A minor, there's that little change. Okay, so we're going C, A minor. All right, that's that there. Just that third finger is changing. Now to play E minor, and if you look at the diagram, you'll see that all we are doing is using the second and third finger, but we're shifting it across back to the fifth and fourth strings. But we're not using the first. A minor, E minor, A minor, E minor. So again, there's not a huge change. We're still using the same, these two fingers are still being used. They're still on the same frets, on the second fret. But everything's just going back across there, and the first finger is not being used either. Very simple. And so let me just show you E minor to A minor. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we saw before that C minor to A minor is a really great little progression. It's very common in rock and roll. We can do something very similar now with G and E minor. Right, so if we remember, if we look at G again, in your third finger on the third fret of the E string, the low E string, second finger on the second fret of the A string, and the fourth finger there on the third fret of the top E string, the high E string, or string number 1. Now, to go from G to E minor, we're going to keep our second finger there. It's going to be our anchor. So G, remove the third finger, remove the fourth finger, and then tuck in that third finger behind the second finger. Right, so the second finger is your anchor. It holds your hand in place. So have a listen to G to E minor and listen to that rock and roll progression again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another thing that you can do, there are a couple of songs that you could play. Very famous songs, surprisingly, with those few chords. For example, Eleanor Rigby by the Beatles only has C and E minor. Brown Eyed Girl by Van Morrison, G, E minor, C and a D as well. And Heart of Gold by Neil Young is another example of E minors and C's and D's all over the place. So give them a try. Try them out with different rhythms and have fun. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this class. See you next time.